Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be talking about lies. I'm right. Always. Okay, seriously though, could they please actually just do something that has nothing that I am not accurate about? Like, I think I've not been accurate maybe twice when it comes to Miraculous, I think. I don't know. But let's actually quickly review what this episode was. So, Lies primarily focuses, like I said it would, on Adrien's side of the story that happens during Truth. Basically, all of the chaos that's happening. Marinette's trying to figure out what the heck she's going to do with the Miraculous box, while Adrien is basically feeling the effects of not having much time to spend with Ladybug. And and honestly, this is a really good episode. Something that a lot of fans have been asking for a while is an episode that focuses more on Adrien rather than Ladybug. Because the fact is that most of these episodes, especially of late, have been focusing more on Marinette's side of the story rather than Adrien. And it's honestly kind of insane. Another interesting thing is that they basically rinsed and repeated and used a lot of the scenes that they've already used multiple times. Obviously taking a few changes and all of that, but like I said, for the most part, they're doing for a lot of these scenes, they have these shots that are the exact same ones from the previous episode. But I think that's honestly fine. Getting to see Adrien's side of the story and seeing his relationship with Kagami is actually really interesting. The fact is that Luca and Marinette and Adrien and Kagami have not been dating for a very long time. Like, it's a very, very short amount of time. Honestly, that fact is honestly kind of insane to me. But it really does show that you really shouldn't build a relationship built on lies or hiding the truth. I think it's kind of interesting to say, though, that both of these characters, Luca and Kagami, are dealing with these facts very differently. Adrien is constantly rushing off. He doesn't have time as it is, but Kagami sacrifices her time, or she lies in order to get more time for both of them, to make sure that the two of them can actually hang out as much as they can. And she is hurt by the fact that Adrien lies for no real apparent reason to her. And it makes her feel like maybe he's cheating on her, maybe he's doing something else. There are so many possible reasons that he could be lying, and she doesn't know. And that is an important factor to understand. And it's sad, to say the least, that these two characters, Luca and Kagami, they're not bad people. They really aren't. But they're being hurt by the people who care about them the most because of the fact that they have to keep certain things secret. But I think it's also interesting to talk about. Luca is akumatized into truth, while Kagami is akumatized into lies. And it's also interesting, to say the least. Some people are saying that Luca has broken up with Marinette, but I'm not 100% certain if that's actually true. With Kagami, it's a lot less of a question on whether or not she's actually breaking up with Adrien, because she cannot be in a relationship that is built on lies. And because of that, she is 100% broken up with him. But Luca is on a different situation because the fact that he says, if you ever want to talk, come to me. Basically, I am willing to listen if you ever want to tell me the truth. If you ever need to tell me the truth. If you need someone to tell. And that is such an interesting factor. If they are broken up, then fine, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting. The other factor is that these people are kids. All of them are kids. They haven't really gotten to understand what true love is. In all honesty, Kagami is obsessed with Adrien. She is obsessed with the idea of him. I think that's something important to realize, is that she is obsessed with a version that she has seen. She's not really certain who exactly he is. Kagami reveals to Adrien that she likes to draw. And she says that pictures don't lie. But she realizes as he's posing in these many different positions that he's been doing for a while, that none of them are his truth. And then when he finally realizes, hey, maybe I can be myself around her, he does a crazy pose, being a bit of a clown. And she refuses to believe that that's the true him. That is the factor that deals with the fact that lies hurt you. The fact is that Marinette and Adrien are very different people from the people that that other people perceive. Marinette is Ladybug. There's no real dividing them. Adrien is Cat Noir. There's no real dividing them. I honestly believe that the truest versions of themselves are when they are Ladybug and Cat Noir. Adrien wants to be a clown. He wants to just have fun. Marinette doesn't see that with him, but instead sees his kindness. That is also an important aspect to him. But the fact is that she sees these traits both in Adrien and in Cat Noir. The only reason that she is more obsessed with Adrien is because of the fact that she saw Adrien first in this light. In all honesty, there is actually a high possibility that she does have she more than likely actually got a psychological implant based off of how Cat Noir reacted to her during their very first battle, that made her connect the two to a certain degree. And when Adrien starts to apologizes to her and all of this stuff at the beginning, that's when it clicks. She loves him. The fact is that either way, they are only in love with the opposite version of each other because of the fact that that was the moment when it clicked, that they love that person in that form. But in all honesty, they love each other for every single part of them. Something subconsciously is telling them that they are the same person. And that is an important aspect to realize here. Kagami and Luca are not the people meant for Marinette and Adrien. In all honesty, they may be meant for each other. Luca has this aspect of being one with his feelings, but also being free. While Kagami wants to be free with her feelings, wants there to be truth, but at the same time, she feels like she's just not the right person. She's forced into this situation that she doesn't want to be in. because of the fact that she has to go to school. She's being forced to do things with her mother, and it's honestly insane thoughts. And I think that's an important aspect to realize. In the last moments of Lies, Adrien turns to Marinette. The two of them have clearly just had their breakups, or they're dealing with a lot of hardship as it is. And the fact is that when they turn to each other, they know that things are not going to be easy. Finding a relationship is hard, and being who they are is a very big challenge. Whoever they're going to be, they have to understand what they are, and they have to learn from the mistakes that they've made. The fact is that they know certain things. They understand what is going on, and they trust each other. In all honesty, I would not be surprised if actually this may just be the season of both relationships as well as reveals. The fact is that I can't see the story going much further with Luca and Marinette and Adrien and Kagami. I see those relationships are done, but Marinette and Adrien feel like they need someone to talk to. Marinette now will have more than likely Alex with Gang of Secrets, and we'll talk more about that when the episode comes out. But Adrien doesn't really have anyone yet. And I think that person that he's going to trust more than anyone is going to be Ladybug / Marinette. He's going to turn to her. He's realizing over the next few episodes, I think he's going to be seeing more and more of himself as both Cat Noir and Adrien, and realizing that no version of him can be complete without the other. And he needs to tell someone about this. And it's hard. So he turns to Ladybug and says, I need someone to talk to. I need to be able to tell someone who I am and to de-stress. And Marinette is probably going to be the one who's like, maybe find a friend that you can trust. You already know who all of the guy holders of the Miraculouses are. Maybe you could talk to them, or maybe you could talk to Alex. I've just given her Miraculous, or maybe not I've given her her Miraculous, but I've told her who I am. She knows that, and she knows to keep it a secret. She also knows to keep my secret away from you, but also to keep your secret away from me in case she does find out. These are the important factors that she understands and that she is ready to handle. She can talk to us about our specific issues. Maybe it's time that you talk to her about your issues and actually tell her that you need someone to confide in. The other possibility is, surprisingly, Luca and Nino. I mean, sure, the other guys, they make sense. They could work out. But the fact is that Nino is Adrien's best friend, and Luca is kind of in this situation where he's starting to understand why people keep lies, why they don't tell the truth completely. So he may be the perfect person for Adrien to just tell him things, to help him calm down, to understand what's going on. The fact is that Marinette has a support group, but Adrien doesn't. The fact is that, yes, absolutely, Marinette is having a lot more stress than Adrien in certain aspects. But the fact is that Adrien does have a lot of responsibilities, more than should be humanly possible. he had too many responsibilities when he was just Adrien Agreste. When he gained Cat Noir, that became something new to him, something that he could confide in, something that he could find joy in. But the fact is that there are a lot of responsibilities that he has to deal with, not just as Cat Noir, but as Adrien Agreste. And I think that's an important factor. In all honesty, I want there to be more episodes focusing on Adrien. The fact is that we've seen Marinette's side for way more than we probably should. But Adrien, we really haven't gotten to see much of his side. So maybe it's time that we start focusing more on him and start to understand that the relationship that should be forming is the one between Ladybug and Cat Noir. In all honesty, I actually wouldn't be surprised if Cat Noir, one of the other people that he could possibly confide in, is Marinette. The one person that he trusts more than anyone. And sure, she's in love with him, but I honestly think that she wouldn't put that on him right away. To put on the fact that she's Ladybug immediately after he reveals that to her, unless the two of them are actually ready to reveal that fact to each other. Another important thing to realize is that I do think that before too long, there is going to be that moment where the two of them are trapped in their civilian forms and are forced to become Ladybug and Cat Noir in front of each other, because there is no other option. The city is in danger, and there's no way that they could possibly escape, except to reveal their identities to each other. It's definitely a possibility, and one that I am absolutely excited to see how it plays out. This season is going to be insane, absolutely. But we'll just have to wait and see exactly how they handle everything moving forward. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this whole video down in the comments below. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like. Leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment, and we will talk about it in a future video. And of course, if you do want to support the channel, or wait, I should probably start with subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because it really does help out a lot more than you think. And also, another factor is that only apparently about 30% of you guys are actually subscribed. So please subscribe and ring that notification bell. It helps out a lot more than you may think, like I said. And of course, if you do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description. Check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways that you can support us financially, including the book, the merch store, and the Patreon. And a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!